SBS advises that the following program has been classified M.
We've even accomplished Hollywood.
Yeah, we've got our own chalky cat.
Next week on South.
Interest rates.
Dr. Rudy.
Shut the fuck up! Don't show the gun! Have some fun! Take it there for another night! Put away your Bowie night! If you talk to the show, I'll punch your nose! Strangle you with a garden hose! If you wanna walk out, I'll piss on your couch! Steal your car and give it a crash! If you're a reviewer, down in the sewer! If you have a blog, go sing it along! I'm your new god! 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 Legends of brain disease! The only cure is TV! Over opiates of the masses! Open balls, tickle your asses! Television's one boring medium! Only I can save it from its tedium! Got 7 bitches, won't you hear 'em? I'm your new god! 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 You'll get lost looking for meaning. It's really only just nonsensical seeming. I kidnapped the president of SBS. I'm pitching him ideas under duress. If you don't understand this show, no one cares. When it comes to punk comedy, I'm not just a mayor. I'm your new god. 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 I'm your new Now, I realize that you're really eyeing me in my mask eyes with the whole eyes in tripped out trepidation right now. But no need to worry. I ain't no slobber rubber out to commit some kind of slobbery robbery. The only thing I wanna steal is your heart. Oh. Give me your heart. 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 Give me your Hi, I'm Ross Purdy. I play the character Ross Purdy. Now, the difference between me and this guy is I don't eat the still beating heart of the innocent. What made you decide to come out here tonight?
It was better than going to the Bergie.
Well, thank you for coming out, trying something different and supporting live Australian comedy. I really appreciate it. And also we're filming tonight, so please laugh loudly and often. I have taken over the airways of SBS, and I have kidnapped the president of SBS, where I'll be force-feeding him my 7 deadly pitches for television shows. He has to pick one to go to series, or otherwise I'll just torture him by giving him a purple nurple of static electrodes in his brainwaves, thanks to my eye torture app.
I'm the president of. Hi there. I'm the president of SBS. Hi there. I'm the president of SBS. Hi there.
But let me tell you, it didn't have to go this way.
We've been looking at developing a show around. So we'll start with the first one.
Smells like someone in here's making gravy. Smells like someone in here's making gravy. Smells like someone's coming home for Christmas and making some of that Paul Kelly gravy. So making some of that Paul Kelly gravy. 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 What the smell away? You know about Paul Kelly gravy? Making some of that Paul Kelly gravy. Making some of that.
Just can't really find any part that I understand.
Just didn't find any part of it funny, really.
Like he's trying to make himself relatable and his videos enjoyable, but he's very far from it. And at the moment, it's a bit like annoying.
Yeah, the pink mask. Yeah. Unless there was something we didn't see, the mask. I don't know what the relevance was.
But I mean, it's better work out. It's better work out. And if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna have to do something drastic. Kidnap the president of SBS, put him in a saw-like trap, in a saw-like dungeon, and hijack SBS television feed and force my ideas down his throat, and he has to pick one.
They a bit like scare him at some point.
Scared him, so felt like scared in this video as well as the first one.
I'm not scared.
Well, isn't it all fine and dandy to pop you all a peek for another week here on Dr. Ross's Medical Waste Bin? This week, kids, I'm going to teach you about the nightmare that is the human body. Okay. All right. As you can see, I went the extra mile to flay off about a mile of extra skin. Some people say that the skin's the best part of the chicken. But I'm a fraidy cat. No skin off my nose, skin off my whole body. But first, kids, let me introduce you to the concept of corporate sponsorship. By giving purple praise to the Jimi Hendrix, our Jimi Hendrix, of the stock market this October. Our head honcho, our corporate overboy, our #1 Suddy Jim, the President and CEO of Red Rooster, Ted Schuster. Ted Wells Schuster, thank you for enlightening us with the corporate chi of monetary enlightenment in our bank chakras. For teaching us how to love each other and ourselves. Teaching us to love again. And to teach us how to take advantage of the low prices of Red Rooster's Schuster Booster.
Oh man!
Hey kids, it's Gunk, the chunk of soft-talking tumour. Now, kids might remember that old gunk here grew from inside a sick child.
And we can't legally incriminate our sponsor by admitting that they got the cancer by imbibing copious amounts of Red Rooster meal.
But what we can say is that through Red Rooster's Junior Dead Rooster program, Riley Wallaby chortled so vilely that old gunk here plopped out eggs first, sunny side up. Pray tell, gunk, what tales from your apocalyptic swelling dwelling do you have for us?
Well, sugar-roller, Ross. This weekend, I got myself a slob job down at the old Red Rooster Disease Meat Treat Farm.
Wait! Did you just say diseased meat?
Ted Schuster accidentally let a tainted beef's hog slip through the abattoir back crack. And an irony-poisoned customer got brutally poisoned.
But gunk, Red Rooster doesn't slaughter cows for food.
Well, thanks to poultry shortages, they do now. Plus, all sorts of other animals. The farm got raided by the cops, but then they slipped in the supply slide too.
Well, gee, gunk, I guess you can't get in trouble if you openly commercialize those spoiled spoils. Can't sue for getting sick if it's already a guarantee. As a multi-million-dollar bird food corporation founded on gruel cruelty, it's the only responsible thing to do.
And now I work at the farm for $2 an hour, rubbing animals all over myself. I choke the chickens, I choke the horse. Mr. Schuster said the neck meat is the money shot. Plus, he gave me this. Out bag of insomnia poison. He told me that this cocaine would help ease the pain of not having cocaine.
Gunk, what do you think you're doing? You don't want any part of that booger sugar no snort slort. Cocaine is a druggy mucus flucus reserved only for low-life burnouts and really cool people. There's no middle ground. Plus, gunk, you don't have the nose for cocaine.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Ross. Ta-da!
Well, gee, kids. I was wrong to judge old gunk here. Just because he wasn't born with a nose doesn't mean he still can't speed rail a dust bump in the bath toilet of a Logie's after party. Loudly emerging from the stalls, yelling about the self-help book he's gonna help ghostwrite.
What's all this?
Do you hear that, kids? That sound cue can only mean one thing. It's time for a Purdy holiday Christmas! Okay, we get the point, Danny. So wonderful to have you kids here for our Purdy holiday Christmas. I do have to say, though, we don't actually have much to offer in the ways of gifts, decorations, food, shelter, or love. But that's okay, because it's all gravy, baby.
Gravy?
My father, Pa Purdy, pulled himself up by the gravy straps and moved his hind legs up and down to accomplish the feat of moving his feet door to door to become Moorlach's #1 gravy sales boy. Unfortunately, though, not everyone saw it the same way. So, my father had bucketfuls of gravy haunting our closet year-round. On Christmas morn, all he could offer us was his slurp-puss of gravy. Not just Christmas either. Other holidays and special occasions. Birthdays.
What's inside this parcel?
It was gravy.
Look at all that murky brown slosh.
It was always gravy.
Ross, you are taking that bucket of gravy to the dead ball, you hear?
But Dad, gravy doesn't put out.
Ross, can you help your father pour this gravy into the car's fuel tank?
But Dad, cars don't run on gravy. It will lock up.
Now everyone, bills are piling up as far as my astigmatised eye can't see, so I have to go get a loan. To help buy more gravy for me to sell. A gravy loan.
Dad, just admit it. The gravy's not working. The gravy's not working.
Well, son, now I'm going to have to sell all my blood to the blood bank to get the repo monkey off our collective backs. And the repo humans too. Luckily, I have my gravy to replace all that blood with.
Gravy is not a blood substitute. It's not a blood substitute. Unfortunately, that was not a happy ending. And I suppose you're wondering, where was my mum in all this? Right there in the front row. So, I had to use the power of theatre to script out a happy ending to all this.
Yeah, Mr. Purdy, I'll tell you, Tidwell Schuster, and I hear you have a limitless supply of gravy, baby.
Limitless, like that Bradley Cooper movie. Now he'll be using 100% of his gravy.
I have a pretty crazy concoction, and this just might be the brown note needed to tie together my starchy composition. Yeah!
And that, kids, is the story of the first Red Rooster Mash and Gravy. Okay, Danny, we get the point. Hey, thanks for coming to the Cedar Show. Thanks. It's not that kind of show. Hey, thanks. All right. Alright, this is what we in the biz call clowning. Alright. Hey, don't touch me around. Hey. We'll trim this in the edit. Alright. Alright. Hey. show now. Hey, how you doing? This is what we in the biz call vulnerability. Advertisements. What fine swigs of brainwash down the mind hatch. I, Ross Purdy, are hosting this brand new program where I and a team of marketing experts will pretend to deconstruct the marketing world. This will be one capitalism punishment where the lever will be pulled by us, the profit prophets. Joining us on the show will be free AW hacky lackey and marketing cunt, Rod Sanders. But first, let's take a look at our first ad. Your thoughts, Rod?
Can I just say that Tiger Nipples brand milk ad was nothing short of genius. As advertisers, it really is our job to sell to the public that bad ideas are actually good ideas.
For example, voting no in the referendum. You're the ones who did it. I mean, how so, Rod?
Let me think about it for you, Ross. Drinking alcohol, eating fast food, voting in conservative governments, all things we, the advertisers, have popularized.
Okay, well, before we inch too closely to an actual criticism of capitalism here on a government-funded station, here's another ad. What do you say about that, Rod?
Brilliant. And nothing short of genius.
I don't know. Spirituality's all well and good, but how does it keep my bank account afloat? What about my second home? What about my fourth yacht? These are the type of navel-gazing questions we ask here on The Profit Prophets, which is not a parody or a satire of anything to do that's ever been on the ABC, hosted by Will Anderson. If you walk into Will Anderson, tell him I said hi, he retweeted me once. Other questions we ask, such as, how come people say it's subversive when a woman talks about bleeding from her genitals, but when I talk about bleeding from my genitals, I need to go to the doctor? I put that on my Bumble dating profile. How well does that sell me as a dating profile?
Think of it this way, Ross. People in third world countries don't even have the privilege of selling themselves.
They sure don't. Look at all that land being put to waste, Rod.
So I thought I'd do my part and rent it out for corporate interest.
Sometimes I think this is more an angry show than a funny one. Well, I was just going to suggest chainsawing up some of that land and sculpting myself another yacht. But your idea is good too, Rod. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. That's my phone going off. Got a notification on my Uber app. I need to make a delivery. Need to make a delivery to someone here in this venue. Did anyone order this foot? Did anyone order this foot long? I work for Uber Feeds. You know, because they found that they already cornered the market on ride shares and lazy people food delivery, so why not hitch their wagon to black market ordinary? Did you order this foot?
No.
Did you order this foot?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you order this foot? Did you order this foot? Oh man, this gig economy, holding this little piggies. Oh, I'm sore on my piggies, holding these piggies. You said you ordered this foot?
Yeah.
Okay, because actually it does say on my phone, I need to deliver it to here. Yeah. Are you sure? Because I can't make the wrong delivery again. Mr. Uber will kill me.
No, actually, maybe it was someone else, but I can't remember.
Oh, you're right. It's meant to go to that seat. 2 venues over. Oh, I really put my foot in my mouth with this one. Sorry, that was another phone notification. I actually got myself a job as something they call a bath boy. So rich people pay lower class people to throw up on them when they get too drunk. So I offer my services as a bath boy. So when the rich are at their lowest, they can look up at someone lower than them. Did you order a bath boy? Did you order a bath boy? I'm not doing this with you. Did you order this bath boy?
No.
You want to chuck up on my guts?
If I could, I would, but I had a big chunk for dinner.
Hey, vomit at dinner?
I can't
Who ordered a bath boy? Who ordered a bath boy?
Ross, it was me who dinged you. I had some Shirazes that are just begging to come up as grown-up throw-up.
Coming, Mr. Sandcroft. Anyone who's seen one of my shows before knows just having it be a sound cue is showing restraint. Okay, so throughout tonight's show, you're going to probably be wondering quite a lot. What is the point?
What's the point?
And gosh darn it, I hope it's an agreeable one. These are the thoughts that are going to be wandering through your skull mugs, like a houseless man drifter, going town to town, solving mysteries. To solve my mystery of how to get on SBS, I might need to B-cup sexuality presenter bubble butts. Now, I'm not rich enough to plastic surgery myself until I'm aesthetically pleasing enough for commercial radio. So here I've got a bunch of estrogen pills, where I'm going to take one, put it down my gob, get some great double D breasts, then painfully lactate. Ross, what's the point to all this? There's no point to it. I just want to take one estrogen pill pop it down my pill poppies, get some big bumps going, and then slap them around till I squirt out some white. Painfully. Ross, you have to be making some point, like people who are on TV have to care too much about how they look, and women have to suffer this indignity most with the whole... No. I'm not making any point. I just want to take one estrogen pill, put it down my mouth, go boop boo, go squirty squirty Katy Perry style, painfully. Ross, you have to be making some kind of point. This is Melbourne. You're making some kind of point about trans people or something, aren't you? I'm worried you're making a point about trans people. No, I'm not making any point about trans people, either negative or positive. I just want to take one estrogen pill, make myself some flesh pancakes, nipply ejaculate some Rev's full cream. Painfully. Ross, you're making some kind of point. You're ridiculing men having breasts, the idea of men having breasts. You're saying it's ridiculous or something. No, the only points I'm making are these points. And that's a perfectly legitimate way to describe breasts. Bob Seger says it in the song Night Moves. I just want to take one estrogen pill, put it down my hole, make two things up here, and then just... That's the sound lactation makes. And I can do that because taking hormones in order to grow something like breasts is science. I believe the science. Climate change is real. Get vaccinated. And that is my point. And that is what gets you on SBS. Cam Van, if anyone knows him, he's a great artist. He once said that bit will end with the audience applauding. Never happened till tonight. So, go on. I wasn't fishing for more.
What's the point? What's the point? What's the point?
8 years ago, self-proclaimed genius boys like Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson have right-wingfully pretended to peak debates of intella-contrarian uncuriositism. And then there was me, just meat in a human suit, raised on the diseased meat farms of lefticism. A skin cage imprisoning my logic. over emotions, facts over feelings. The feeling was the fact that I had evolved beyond the need of a beefy flesh sack that was going untouched by woman anyhow. But now I'm all brain, all king brain, and I am here to test your imagined smarty pants. It's time to find the ultimate mental ranking answerer. Tonight's challenger to King Brain is Little Ross Purdy.
Hey.
Yes, all right. If you give the wrong mental ranking answer, you shall be scalp punished with a lacerating brain lobotomy to your hippo's campus.
Was that the deal or no deal? I wish to speak to my lifeline, Larry.
You should have read the 450-page contract I telepathically head-faxed to you. The most logical way to communicate. I am King Brain.
I wish to steal. Where's the chaser?
This is not that show.
This is completely unethical. I would never trick someone for the sole purposes of entertainment.
All right, this is for all the chips, all the chipped pieces of your brain. Question number 1. How many genders are there?
Well, I mean, gender is just a deconstructible societal construct that, when whittled down to its bare nub, is more than just bare nubs and bare chubs.
Well, actually, growing up, I was taught that there are 2 genders. Therefore, that is the most logical.
Growing up, I was taught there was Santa Claus. Does that mean that's the most logical?
Yes, I am King Brain.
Well, actually, my father taught me about some holiday figure he made up called Gravy Claus.
If gender were a social construction, that makes me a social tradie, catcalling out all the hippiocracy. Take the red pill.
The venlafaxine I take for my depression is a red pill. I mean, what?
I am King Brain.
Come on, give me another one. I am one nitwit aching to spit. His nitwit get spit.
Ugh. All right, well, question number 2. How wide is the gender pay gap?
It's been a while since I've done some research on this. I think last I checked it was like 14.6%.
Oh, well, actually, you show me the facts on the gender patriarchal gap. It doesn't exist. And that's a fact that doesn't care about your feelings that it's not a fact. Debate me!
Hey there, reply guy. Is this all just going to be about contentious gender issues?
Well, all right then. Let's talk about deaths in custody.
We decided we don't want to talk about that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Do you see?
What?
It's under his.
What?
Is that hair?
Well, actually, this is a beard to keep what would be my neck warm. The most logical place to grow one. I am King Brain. Well, that sound effect can only mean it's time for the empathy round. The round which tests whether or not empathy is a sign of intelligence.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a cakewalk nestled up to this dink pink brain stink.
It's also about being able to engender empathy from others. And as empathy is a globalist conspiracy, I shall bow out as the only one here, not some puppet whose strings are being pulled by a leftist agenda. Humph.
That's Jackson, everyone. That's it, no more puppets. He's right. I have to have empathy for his lack of empathy. Well, what shows more empathy than helping someone who's suffering out of their misery? When a dog has rabies, do you not put it down to show it empathy and compassion? That's why before the show, I put IV bags of doggy dog saliva into my man blood. And now I'm infecticided with scabies. Drop the SC, put a hard R in there. I now have human rabies. Oh, I am now on the precipice of sack coming all over my face and chest with human rabies. Will someone help put me out of my human rabies misery? Will someone help put me out of my human rabies misery? You?
Sure.
What's your name?
David.
David, I'm happy you're like I don't know you. Give it up for David, everyone. Okay. All right.
You ready?
Just put that bullet in me, son. What was that? Click, click. Click, 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 click.
It's not working.
A bad craftsman blames their tools. What are you doing? If I gave you a knife and just went stab, stab, would you consider that mission accomplished?
No.
George W. Bush once prematurely called mission accomplished on the Iraq War. And his Vice President Dick Cheney shot his best friend in the face. And they didn't even have human rabies. What a pal. Just put that substitute for masculinity down my throat and blow. David, get it down. You're not a man, David. I'm sorry to say. I guess self-love is in these days. So I'll show empathy to myself.
Hi there, I'm the president of SBS and Ross Purdy, you such that boy. Hi there, I'm the president of SBS and Ross Purdy, you such that boy. I'm gonna come get you, I'm gonna come get you.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Bergie Ginsdelmeyer. You got the point. And welcome to another week of I Love the Planet, so let's save it. Who here loves the planet? Yeah. All right. Well, you're sure not acting like it. Gotta say, because we're in the middle of a impending climate apocalypse. Who here likes an apocalypse? That makes more sense given how you're treating Mother Earth. Well, I'm personally worried about what's happening to our Mother Nature. We all have to save it. And when I think about how to save things, like say, a file on a computer, how do you do that? By making a copy. How do you make a copy? By burning it. Hand me that jug, Danny. I'm doing this because I love the earth.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm just not used to it, but it's like they're watching a documentary or something like that. They're taking it such face value. They're not obviously not used to this style of comedy. But look, give them another chance. There's another half. We'll show them something maybe without the mask. I'm a crazy horse. Give them a
Wall stuff. I like 8 out of 10 cats does countdown. So I was just trying to think. I watch Comedy at Large. I watch all of the Australian, well, all of the comedians that are on. Have you been paying attention? So that's a really bizarre sort of comedy. But what I'm getting at is I watched South Park.
This is more a poetry showcase. This one's most like this one. Basically, it's going to be advertised as a South Park kind of thing. I'm not sober. Friday?
The graphic design also. Okay. So if it's intentionally bad, then well done.
How likely would you be to join ISIS after watching this show?
Well, if it meant that I didn't have to watch anymore.
Soldiers of Australia, I am former disgraced and displaced host of proper slander right-wing program Culture Wars, and I have now been hired by the Australian military to infiltrate your mine cabins during sleepy times in order to pump you full while you're unwoke with unwoke information to help keep you perfectly exploitable as Anzac killboys. So lay at in attention for your 40-wink salute. You're fighting the ultimate war, the culture war, and like every other war, it's completely meaningless. When you see culture, shoot at it. Here is an out-of-context edited clip of Nepo Baby and Triple J Darling, Camp Cope lead singer Georgia Mack, to put a gay panic in you.
Hello, Tridents. How are you? We should arm trans people at all costs.
Trans people at all costs.
At what cost?
All costs.
The taxpayers' cost. So, you've all been implanted with a chip that when you wake up from this, you will cut off the brakes to this runaway societal vehicle by using the only AAA you'll need. Assassinate Anthony Albanese. You will assassinate Albanese when you hear the phrase, "It won't be easy under Albanese."
Welcome to Sky News. You're speaking with direct message.
Hi, I just wanted to call up concerning one of your programming. So I was over at my mother's house the other week, and she watches your network all the time. And I was yeah. So for one of the presenters says it won't be easy under Albanese. My mum's eyes just dilate. She stands up very robotically, takes something from the kitchen. I couldn't see it. It turns out she thinks it's her job to take out Albanese. Now it turns out she's a kind of Manchurian candidate type sleeper. Triggered by this phrase.
Oh, I'm so sorry that happened.
So watch Sky News.
I can definitely pass on your message.
Alright, okay, thank you.
That's okay. Sorry let me down. I'll definitely pass on your message, okay? And I do apologize again.
Thank you.
That's okay. Was there anything else you would like me to send through?
Oh, no, that's about it. Just the old triggering Manchurian candidates, sleeper agents, the trigger phrase, they want to be easy under Albanese. Yeah, we got everything.
I'm Ross Purdy, and like a regular human and not like some fuckwit, I'm looking for love, but I've been doing so in all the wrong places. Tonight, I'm going to see if I can finally make my love connectipede. Let's welcome our first contestant. They say they're actively ruining society. That's right, she's an influencer. It's Gabitha.
I'm Gabitha, and my vibe hobbies include ASMR, astrology, selling banter crystals on Etsy. I'm looking for someone who doesn't have superficial beauty standards, okay? But is over 6 foot.
And ultimate fish-holding champion and mixed Joe Rogan podcast martial artist, Jason.
I'm Jason, and I like continuing the line of generational trauma caused by my father's violence and his father's, and so on. I choose not to fix my issues in therapy because paving over the wall holes I punch into existence costs the same, but it's quicker.
Now, I can't help but notice that both of you have tattoos. Can you explain their meaning?
These eyes are graffiti scribbles for my body's eyes only, okay? My body's a temple, and like all temples, no asking questions.
What's that even just like an advertisement for my anger issues?
Well, geez, don't they both seem like insufferable caricatures of men and women you would find on dating apps? Non-binary people are getting off rather easy tonight. Some people say that marrying someone you've just met is a big commitment. Here on Love Connectopede, we say an even bigger commitment is committing our mouths to the anuses of people we just met with the help of needle thread. Tonight, I shall ask to reap what I sow to the mouths of people I just met by asking, will you two be my love connectopede?
Oh my god, ew.
What? Are you serious, bro?
You actually expect us to agree to be a human centipede on telly? What?
Okay, I know you seem a bit hysterical about it right now, but don't worry. There will be an intimacy coordinator.
No, I mean, how am I going to get my face out there and land a presenter gig on the project if it's sewn on your ass, huh? You did not think this through for me, did you?
I don't want to get on Triple M to talk racistly about Indigenous AFL players with Ed McGuire. How am I supposed to get on radio if, like, no one knows what I look like?
This is obviously something you haven't had to think about with that pink mask.
Okay, just stay up for the next 48 hours and see how you hysterically react then. Which is something that actually happens on reality shows. Look it up.
I mean, what's the point?
What's the point?
I see. These millennials are more like pillennials, bragging their britches about always gobbing what's underneath those very same britches. But when it comes to stepping up the buffet, they can't put their money where their mouth's sewn to another person's anus is.
Alright, Ross Purdy, I've changed my mind on you. I think you're alright. You should come around my house. We'll have a party. You come around my place, I'll bring some cheese. You bring the bread. We'll have an old cheese bread board. I'll get ya. I'll get you one.
Oh wow, which idea was it you liked best? Was it the gardening one, short and sweet, or the one, well, it wasn't a pitch, but the part where I took forever to put that jacket on? Well, let me just put
What's the email? Was
You double-crossed me, SBS man! I trusted you. Well, try shooting me when I get big, blossoming, double-D breasts. Shooting a boy with tits in this climate, it's too much of a minefield to wade through. Wait a minute. This isn't human estrogen. This is tiger estrogen. Here's my last pitch.
What's the point? What's the point?
What do you make of it, Mark?
I don't know, David. I mean, I got to the end and I thought, what have I been watching?
I thought that all went through. That's just really weird.
Buttons knows that the audience does treat Lowen with contempt.
Riley's in craziness.
Very disappointing.
It's like they're watching a documentary or something. I thought it was a documentary.